You may have noticed a strange thing. Fatigue has long since stopped being just fatigue. It no longer arrives in the evening after a hard day and disappears after the weekend. It settles somewhere deeper, first in the body, then in speech, then in the way you look at your own life. You wake up not shattered, but as if already pressed to the floor. Nothing has happened yet. No one has written. The calls, emails, reports, and approvals have not even begun, and yet the heaviness is already there, inside you. As if the day is not beginning, but continuing. As if you were not entering work, but returning to a room where the air ran out long ago. And at some point, you begin to suspect that perhaps the problem is you. That you have become weaker, less composed, more anxious, less resilient than others. You look at those who seem to be holding it together and think they are probably just more mature, stronger, more collected, and for some reason you are the one who cannot cope with what everyone else calls normal work. This is where the central substitution happens, because burnout is very convenient to present as a personal problem, as an individual malfunction, as a lack of self-regulation, discipline, positive thinking, or balance. That way, the system remains untouched. Then it is not the order of things that is fault, but your nervous system. Not the structure of the environment, but your sensitivity. Not the architecture of work, but your inability to manage your resources properly. But the problem is not that you do not know how to rest. The problem is that you are being placed in an environment where exhaustion is built into the very principle of how it functions. You begin to measure your worth not by who you are, but by how much you can endure, how much you can carry, how quickly you can pull yourself together after yet another overload, how invisibly you can survive another wave of pointless urgency. And if before you were tired from work, now you begin to grow tired of the very way of existing within it. This is no longer about tasks. It is about how the system has recalibrated your inner mirror. You look at yourself through its eyes, and you evaluate yourself by how convenient you are to it. The world may not change. Your manager may not change. Corporate language may go on covering the same greed, the same chaos, the same moral manipulation. But if you can see the structure, then you are no longer standing inside it blindly. You begin to take a position, and taking a position is the beginning of inner freedom.